unboxing. Been waiting on this one a while. It would have been delivered a bit earlier, but we've only just come back from glorious Devon, North Devon. We've been to Croyd, Putsborough, Braunton, Saunton Sands. Had a fantastic time. Been doing some surfing and stuff, and the weather was glorious. So anyway, only just come back, and this has been delivered. This is City of the Big Shoulders with the Kickstarter edition. Included with it, I think, is the Burden of Destiny expansion, which is another, I think, 5 companies, upgraded money, card money, and also wooden tokens, which would be very nice. Now I like this sleeve on here, and interestingly, the Quinned Games edition of this, and we have some Quinned Games editions of games. They put out some really, I love their box fronts, to be honest, but they have called this Chicago 1860, I think, or something around that. So this is Stormy Husky Brawling City of the Big Shoulders, and it's Chicago, about Chicago, rebuilding Chicago. I think it's in the 1860s, and and starting up companies. It's for 2 to 4 players. It says 2.5 hours. Apparently that's a little bit optimistic. I've seen reports of the first game's coming in at 5 hours, but that Donna's face has just gone like, ugh. That it's a lot of fun on the whole, most people are saying. But that further plays, you would get that down to a respectable about 3 hours. Which is absolutely fine by me. So 14 plus, it's saying the age. And also, it has been described as a hybrid almost between Arkwright and an 18XX. How true that is, obviously not sure. Kickstarter edition, just a little sticker on there. Glad it's on the cellophane and not on the box itself. So really like the sleeve. These sleeves can be troublesome sometimes, but what I do find is it keeps the box lid intact. If you get everything in the box properly, if you put it on there, the box isn't going to come open, which can be handy. So here we go. City of the Big Shoulders. I've not seen the front now until, yeah, it's nice. I mean, I'd really like the front. I'd have liked if this emblem round the side and this bit had some spot UV, which we're seeing a lot on some games now, and I really like that. But I do like the box front. And it's the game is and companies by Raymond Chandler III, and artwork by Emily R. Deering, and Parallel Games, which is the game by Raymond Chandler. So yeah, I like the sleeve, really like that. Let's plonk that there. Let's have a look. It's quite a heavy box. Shows you on the back some of the stuff. Yeah, and Quinned Games are doing their own edition, printing an edition of it. So let's have a look. Good sturdy box. Straight away, this looks good. I like this. We've got I've got large hands, and I can get my hand in there. And it's a good. I'm not a fan of the velvet bags at all, but this is a good, strong cotton bag, and it's embroidered. Stormy Husky Brawling City of the Big Shoulders. And that City of the Big Shoulders, about Chicago, it's from an old famous poem that I was not aware of, but that's where the name comes from. So here we go. Stocks and shares game, worker placement, some Euro aspects to it. Let's have a look. We'll have a look what's in here. So we've got plenty of baggies in here. This screams out, I guess, for an organizer. This does. We've got some. Let's have a look in here. Nice strong baggies these, by the way. I like the fact these have all been rounded off. Advanced game rules. Stop bump guide. Okay, some cards. Now, I've seen a couple of mentions that the rule book is not the best. And also Paul Grogan review where he's absolutely slammed that rule book. So at least it's a heads up to dig out some information off Board Game Geek. We've just got some coloured discs here, wooden discs. Now, are they going to get stickers on some of those? I'm not sure. But they're, right for now, they're just coloured discs, wood discs. Wooden components, large bag of. Let's have a look. We have some 10mm brown cubes. We've got some nicely, quite like them colour. What colour is that? Like a tan small meeple there. We got the octagonal, I think that's what they're called. We've seen these a few times, pegs, markers, and black ones of the same octagonal. I mean, with a comparison to Arkwright, these are the same workers, aren't they? Look pretty much identical to me that you get in Arkwright. We've got some brown little meeples. Player colours now, so we've got yellow, blue, green, black cubes, pink cubes, oh, I was going to say, I think I was missing some components, and there's the big, like dark red player colours. Here we go. Some more black cubes, blue cubes, and that's interesting, isn't it? A train. That must be start player marker, isn't it, or something, I guess. And a couple of discs. So we have all these, which are the companies. I think this is the expansion companies. Possibly it's in a separate bag, because I know Quaker Oats was definitely one of the expansion companies, and these are all based on actual companies, and there's some history of them on the boards, I think. Let's have a look. Oh no, look! Can't really see the wood for the trees sometimes. This is the Burden of Destiny expansion in this bag. So if you do pick up the expansion, this is the extra stuff you're going to get. So there's some money here, but I mean, this was upgraded, was it supposed to be? So it doesn't quite make sense to me at the moment. But I guess that bag of discs should have been in here, or is part of the expansion, because there's the little stickers that are going to go on them discs, isn't it? So rather than card chits, we got discs for those, which I really like, having wood discs. Let's have a look what else is in this expansion. It'll be the extra companies, of which there's some in there, so I'm a little bit confused how this is being packaged up. But you would expect this to all be the expansion, but it clearly is not, because like I say, the Quaker Oats, I'm sure, unless I'm getting something wrong, was in part of the expansion material. Anyway, here we go. Oh, so there's a lot of scoring sheets there. You could always make more. There's plenty there. It tells you about the components of the Burden of Destiny. And the Quaker Oats, and the Quaker Oats is in here, so it's a bit mixed match between them. So this isn't just the components for the expansion. But there's tells you about the camp expansion, and we've got A.G. Spalding and Brothers, and there's some established 1876. So a bit of blurb about that company there, and they obviously do baseball equipment, I think that is by the looks of it. Libby McNeil and Libby. They make corned beef. Elgin National Watch Co. It's got to be watches, pocket watches. Crackerjack Company. And they're Cracker Jacks. No idea what they are. Is it some sort of sweet? Popcorn, is it?
It says on it, yeah. Caramel coated popcorn.
Where does it say that? In the blurb. Okay, caramel coated popcorn. Anglo-American Provision Co. Pigs, do you think? Pork. Swift and Company. Refrigeration line. Fairbank and Co. So this is all the companies, isn't it? Soap. Henderson and Co. Ladies' shoes by the looks of it. Doggett, Bassett and Hill and Co. Ladies' shoes. Brunswick, Bulky maybe, Colander and Co. Are they pool balls? Definitely look like pool balls. The Quaker Oats Company, we know what that is. It's the Quaker Oats, world famous. Florsham shoes, like men's shoes. Arnold Schwinn and Co. Oh, bicycles. There we go. Push bikes. Oscar F. Meyer and Brothers are hot dogs. American Flyer trains. And here's some, these are the player sheets, so you got your personal treasury, and apparently there's something a little bit about these player aids. But there we go, one in each of the player colours. There we go. So yeah, it wasn't just the expansion stuff there, that's all the companies, of which there is a ton there, isn't there? We've got the rule book here. That's some serious getting through that, because I'm guessing that's about 40 odd pages, is it? Oh, it's 40. It's 40 pages for Deb and Nick. Okay. Apparently it's all about face, according to Paul. But people are getting through it, and I guess there's going to be some reference to BGG needed a fair bit of. Now, this looks like quite a large board, 6-fold. I'll have a look at that in a second. Here's the punchboard sheets, of which there's quite a few. Straight away, the centralisation looks absolutely perfect, spot on. Nothing off centre, which is a pet hate of mine. These are just perfect, so brilliant there. And they punch really nice. So that's good. Okay, they look quite clear in what they do, you would suspect. I'm guessing we've got wood ones of these with the stickers. From what I've seen, there's some quite neat mechanisms in here. I have played, but never completed an 18XX. They seem to go on forever. But I do like the idea of them. Paper money, we do have poker chips, and we have quite a extensive range, and I love using the poker chips. We use them for Age of Steam, and we've used them for other games too. And yeah, I like poker chips. And once you get a set, you don't use paper money after that. So in here, let's have a look. Is this the upgraded, some of the upgraded stuff? It's got to be, hasn't it? Card, was it the money made into card stock or something? We won't be using it anyway. I mean, it's so tight in there. How did they get them in? Right, okay. Yeah, it's card stock money instead, rather than the paper money that was, where was it? It was here somewhere, wasn't it? Just had it, oh there. Yeah, I mean, look, there's the 25s and there's the 25s, because it's card stock. But we'll be using paper. We will be using poker chips instead. But this is nice. So these are the companies, the shares, if you like, and there's 10% share in CM Henderson's and Co. And that's nice card stock, so that's good. There's the money. We won't be using any of the money. But obviously the should we have a look at one of these company certificates? Let's have a look. There we go. It's always nice opening stuff, isn't it? Let's have a look. And the decent quality card. Absolutely fine. They look really nice actually, don't they? I would say definitely these do not require sleeving. They're nice plastic coated, thick, quality. It'll last you a long time. So they're great. Gone through everything, haven't we? Other than the game board. Let's have a look at the game board. On this board, nice smooth finish on this board. Quite like the colour of it. You've got to open these 6-fold boards very carefully. Just support them as you open them. It's nice quality. Do you know what I really like? You open some of these boards and they're like bent like that on you, and you've got to do a lot of back bending. This one is pretty much lies flat straight away, and it has, yeah. I mean, that's great. It's bigger than I expected, the board. A little bit of sheen on it in parts, but it's fine. That's yeah, it's larger than I expected. But nice altogether. Looks a nice package. Shame about the rule book; it's all over the place. But I'm sure with the BG, there's quite a few people played this game already. The vast majority of people love it. So I can't wait to get it played. We've got a gaming event coming up shortly, and this is one of the games I really want to play there. So that is City of the Big Shoulders by Parallel Games, a game by Raymond Chandler III. It's also by Quinnig Games as well. Alright, thanks for watching. Okay, so I've sorted everything now, punched and sorted it, sticking up the little wooden pieces wherever they are. Where are they? They are here somewhere. There they are. They're actually quite nice. Just match them up to the cardboard ones for the colours and then the rest over the expansion ones, so it's quite easy to do. Make sure they're nice and central and press down well and they work well. The player amounts and all the items are absolutely, I've counted everything and everything is completely present, so fantastic job there for a game with many components. And also one more thing, or two more things actually. So on my poker chips, I've got them ready, set up. There's actually more in there than I need, but I've sorted out the denominations. I have 2 poker boxes, poker chip tray boxes, and I've made this one up ready to play the game. So there's more than ample enough poker chips there, and these are quite nice. These are the what are these called? The Ultimate Poker Chip. But I like these. These are a nice chip, good heavy weight. Quite easy to see what's what on them. They're 1,000. So sorry, yeah, they're 1,000. So more denominate. They're more in. You know, I can use different numbers if I want to make life a bit easier. And there's some 50s I've chucked in. Quite a nice chip. Yeah, so got more than enough there. And also, as one final thing, that poem is actually in the rule book, but it's also, more importantly, on the back side of the box there, the inside, the lid. There we go, and it's there, the one that refers to Chicago as the city of the big shoulders. There you go. So just a couple of things to add on there. Looks a really nice package, and definitely cannot wait to play it. So anyway, there you go. That is the city of the big shoulders. Thanks for watching.